Hello everyone, welcome to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video reacting to the new characters following up on Super Saiyan 3 Mini DAIMA Goku and Glorio. As the side unit, we have PANSY! Let's go! That's absolutely fantastic that we can follow up her appearance as the Masked Majin. All that time ago to now this unit, that's fantastic. However, coming along with her is ARINSU! Yes! Oh my gosh, the animation looks so good! Wow! 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 That is a fantastic intro! Oh my gosh! That's insane. That is insane, chat. Okay. Well, with that, the super attack involves a Majin Buu as well as Majin Buu. So we got two super attacks involving the two Majins. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Honestly, that's insane. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Consider liking the video and consider subscribing to the channel if you have not done so already. Cause y'all, this is insane. This is actually insanely good animations. For what is supposed to be, and I will say supposed to be with extra air quotes because we're actually going to talk about that in a second when we get into these kits. This is actually supposed to be the yearly Peppy Gals characters. But both of them are not on Peppy Gals, though. Dokkan is very weird with categories, and I hate to see it. But we are also going to check their kits out and the Easy A's for the Peppy Gals characters that support Peppy Gal. Anyways, these characters really want to go on the DAIMA team, so it's fine, but this is one of those Dokkan stinky moments where it's like, yo, why do you have this stupid category? Why can't it just be the women category? Why does it have to be Peppy Gals? I think that's so stupid. But, moving on, moving swiftly along, another buff for DAIMA is actually fantastic. I do think Dokkan has a better statted DAIMA team than Legends now. Did Legends beat Dokkan to the punch? Yes. Yes, they absolutely did. Very, very hard. However, I think they're cooking with DAIMA now. I do. I do think Dokkan likes to wait until the last minute. Then they cook with everything. And then we get all these buffs. And it's like, oh, okay, now it's pretty good. Also, that card art looks incredible. Yo, let's just get into this. I'm just ready to get into those kits, y'all. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Alright, everyone. Key figure of the Demon Realm Journey, Pansy, is Super STR with the leader skill Demonic Power or DAIMA, Key 3 and HP Attack Defense 170, plus an additional HP Attack Defense 50% for Battle of Wits, Realm of Gods, and Pure Saiyans. Excuse me? That is a crazy leader skill. Wow, we have a 220 leader skill of what's honestly supposed to be like a bait celebration. The Peppy Gal celebration is a bait celebration, and we're getting stuff like this. Yeah, you love to see it. Pansy specialty activates the entrance animation when there's another demonic power or battle of wits ally on the team upon the character's entry. One time permanently attack defense 200. One time permanently chance of performing a critical hit plus 30%. One time launches an additional super attack for 4 turns. Basic effects. Key 2, attack defense 200%. Damage reduction rate 20%. Launches an additional super. All allies attack defense 20%. Attack defense 40% and chance of evading enemy attack 10%. For the character and allies whose names include Goku Mini Daima or Supreme Kai Mini Daima. Before evading an attack within the turn. Chance of evading enemy's attack 80%. When attacking defense 200%, high chance of interrupting the attacked enemy. Medium chance of interrupting the attacked enemy. When attacking as a second or third attack on the turn, attack 30%, chance of performing a critical hit 30%, and launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. For every super attack performed, attack defense 50% up to 200%, starting from the 5th turn for the character's entry turn. Battle Wits category, allies attack 20% for 2 turns when attacking. So, we have the intro buff giving attack defense 200%, okay, and then we have that chance of performing a critical hit as well. Small chance of performing a critical hit, but more so than the criticals, we have the attack 200, attack 200, attack 300, attack defense up to 200. She could be hitting. She's looking like she's hitting. As long as you pair her up with a demonic power or battle of wits, she's looking pretty good. Furthermore, her categories are demonic power, Daima, battle of wits, Dragon Ball Secrets, and youth. Her real team is going to be on Daima, but if you slot her into any of the other teams, as long as you get that intro buff, you should be fine. Link Set Courage, Innocence, Brainiacs, More Than Meets the Eye, Battlefield Diva, Master Magic, Shouting the Limit, and her super attack Last Chance Slot is a weapon super attack that greatly raises attack and defense for 4 turns, causes immense damage to the enemy, and greatly lowers attack and defense. Honestly, she looks crazy. Like, do you see how long that kid is? For bait, this is actually insane. But with that being said, moving on to the second character ambition for the future of the Demon Realm, Dr. ARINSU. She is Extreme Int with the leader skill Battle of Wits or Daima. Key 3, HP attack defense 170%, plus an additional HP attack defense 50% for Demonic Power, Mission Execution, or Siblings Bond. That is crazy that this is another 220% leader. You absolutely love to see it. Also, that card artwork is actually insane. You love to see it. Now, moving on to the passive skill, ARINSU's Ambition activates entrance animation when there's another demonic power or battle of wits ally on the team upon the character's entry. Hold on, demonic power. What can you also work that in with? Pansy is also demonic power. Also, themselves activate their own intro conditions. So you could just run them for their leader skill and not worry about it if you run 2 of them because they activate their own entrance skills. Very, very good to see, but I definitely think they're starting to split the intended teams up, especially with the new Super Saiyan 3 Mini Goku. You have this super class team with Daima Super Saiyan 4, Daima Super Saiyan 3, Daima Super Saiyan 4, Daima Super Saiyan 3, Daima Super Saiyan 3, Pansy. You got the Supreme Kai Mini. Like, you have all these, and Piccolo Mini, you have all these super class characters from Daima, and then obviously you can put Goma on there, but you really want to be able to activate these super class skills, whereas someone like ARINSU would fit into the villain team of Daima, which would be ARINSU, Goma, Ku, Do. Is that really like all the extreme class characters though? Yeah, it's really only a super restriction, huh? So you can really just slot in a couple of supers onto that team and be fine, but it's really the DAIMA Super Saiyan 3 Goku that is locking out the villains from the super team. Except for, like, one, which you can just use Goma. Or ARINSU, honestly. Goma or ARINSU, depending on the situation. I'd say Goma, but we're gonna see how good this ARINSU is. Okay, let's get into it. I already read the condition. Demonic Power Battle Blitz for the entrance animation. 1, permanently. Attack defense 250 and damage reduction rate 40%. Basic effects, attack defense 250, so that's 500 off rip if you get the intro. All allies key 2! Attack defense 40% and damage reduction 10% for the character. And allies whose names include Majin Ku or Majin Du. When attacking with 11 or less ki, launches 2 additional attacks, each of which has a great chance of becoming a super attack. When attacking with 12 or more ki, attack 300% and guards. Damage reduction rate 10%. Before attacking, great chance to dodge. Damage reduction rate 10%. When receiving an attack, defense 200%. When 3 or more extreme class allies are on the team, chance of evading enemy attack 20% up before attacking. So they really just want you to have villain separation as well, but it's really just trying to have you have Ku and Du on the team. Especially with that pro mission execution or siblings bond category ally on the team. Depending on which has more members, attack 200% when attacking, up to 400%. She really wants to have Ku and Du. Wait, hold on. I just said 250 attack defense if you have the intro. Basic effects 250, that's 500. When attacking with 12 or more ki, attack 300, that's 800. And per mission, if you have Ku and Du, that's 400. 250, 250, 500, 800. That's like over 1,000. What? And that's the first attack on the turn. Attack 300%. Whoa! For every attack proceeding of an event, that's a good 1,000. She's looking like she's hitting as hard as Ku and Du herself. I mean, hold on, as hard as Du. Ku doesn't hit that hard. Du can hit for some numbers, though, I'm not gonna lie. Attack, wow. Attack defense 50%, up to 200% for every attack received and evaded, starting from the 5th turn for the character's entry turn. One time, demonic power allies attack 20% for 2 turns when attacking. So that's the same kind of skill as Pansy at the end there. Her link set is Brainiacs, Master of Magic, Prodigy, Scientist, Cold Judgment, Solid Support, and Shattering the Limit. Yes, yeah, Shattering the Limit. These are not Dokkan Festival characters. Sheesh. Isn't there this good? Category Battle of Wits, DAIMA, Demonic Power, Dragon Ball Seekers. You're really only going to use her on the DAIMA team anyway, so that's fine, but there is only 4 categories, so if you don't want the teams that they're on, which I love DAIMA, if I had the Star ones, I would be summoning, but I really don't, so that's unfortunate. Her super attack effects are from 11 ki, she gets the Ku super attack. Whoa! That's a good chance to dodge, no? If she has built, wow. Massively raises for 4 turns. Massively raises defense for 1 turn. Causes immense damage to enemy and all attacks become crit for 1 turn. And that's the 12 ki with Du. That's a physical super. Wow. ARINSU is insane. What? Yeah, no. Pansy is alright. She didn't pop out the page like ARINSU did. What the hey? You go and fight from 11 ki, greatly raises attack for 4 turns, causes supreme damage to the enemy, raises chance of evading enemy attack by 30% for 1 turn. Wow, that's good. Good stuff. Overall, both characters are amazing. Alright, let's go on to the easy A's. Mamba is getting an easy A. And basic effects: Key 3 attack defense 250, high chance to crit, damage reduction rate 35%. Peppy Gal's Battle of Wits, allies attack 50% for 2 turns. When attacking, attack 250. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack defense 250. When the target enemy is in a debuff state, attack down, defense down, stunned, sealed, or HP is 50% or less. Attack at plus 800 when attacking with 12 or more key. Performs a crit and interrupts. Woo! When 3 or more Peppy Gals or Battle of Wits allies are on the team, or when there's an STR type enemy. Attack defense 250, damage reduction rate 25%, all allies attack 40%, all enemies attack minus 20. She looks pretty good, boys. She looks pretty good. And that's a... What? Hang on. I'd say only 18 cost? I mean, I know cost doesn't matter anymore, right? But that is a low-cost unit to have, to be honest. That is a low cost. That is a low cost. Doesn't matter, but it's interesting to see. Her super attack effect is greatly raise attack defense for 4 turns, cause complete damage to the enemy, and greatly lowers attack. And that's a weapon super. Moving on to Android 18. Her basic effects: Key 3 attack defense 250, high chance to dodge. Peppy Gals at Battle of Wits, allies defense 50% for 2 turns. When attacking, attack 250. When attacking, 12 more key, attack defense 200. When there are 3 or more Peppy Gals at Battle of Wits allies on the team, or when there's a physical type enemy. Attack defense 250, chance to dodge plus 25%. Launches additional attack with a great chance becoming a super attack. After evading attack 1 time permanently, attack defense 250, 1 time permanently attacks effectively against all type. Punish bullets. There's attack defense for 4 turns, cause supreme damage to the enemy. Yeah, seems good. Seems good. Both EZAs are very good. Pansy seems okay, and ARINSU is amazing. Alright. With that being said, we are going to be getting a Supreme Magnificent Battle. DAIMA. That has been going. That's been going. But that is to remind me of something. That is to give myself a reminder to talk about something, okay? That is to remind me. No, I knew this event's been going on, but that's to remind me that there is another DAIMA event. That was just a reminder. That was just a reminder. Trust. That was totally just a reminder to tell you about the Demonic Power Edition Dokkan Frontier will soon be added to the Extra series. In this series, all characters can be included. Take on the event with teams you can take pride in. Also, there'll be another stage 12 of the Seriously Serious All-Out Battles, and there's going to be a renewal of Training in the Clouds, and there's going to be a burst mode for the Dokkan event Adventures in the Demon Realm. Alright, seems good, seems good. How many stones do I have currently? I'll tell you how many freaking stones I have. 2. Not 20. Not 200. 2. Yeah, 2. Oh, wait, hold on. Is that a rainbow for Miniku? That is rainbow for Miniku. Let's freaking go. Sheesh! Yeah, we got DAIMA Super Saiyan 4 Mini Goku to Rainbow. Let's go. Let's go. We take that. We take that for sure. Oh, yeah, we take that. We definitely take that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Awesome. That's amazing, actually. With that being said, go ahead and see. I don't have many Dokkan Festival coins, do I? No, I have like 290 something, which is something. But that's not enough for what I need, fortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do some things. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do some more content. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do some more content, y'all. To be honest, okay, let me do this. Resurrected Warriors, but as I get started with this, Yo, it's like... Okay, leader search. You... Okay, that should be fine. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know how to explain this, but so let's just go to the outro and then... Everyone, with that being said, honestly, y'all, this does look exciting, but man, if I'm just being completely real, I'm struggling to actually come back to this game in a serious way. Like, I'd like to, but on some level, it's just like, well, this is bubble tapping. It does look really good, but I do not necessarily jive well with the actual gameplay itself, and I'm just kind of there. I mean, I summon, I do all the stuff, and then it's like, bleh. You know what I mean? So, I am just personally still excited for this, but I'm like, I got no stones. I'm not getting any more stones. And it's just like, it is what it is, you know? And you know what I mean? It unfortunately is what it is. So, with that being said, hopefully this banner is good. Hopefully. I actually really want these two characters, to be honest with you. I actually do. I really do. I do think the DAIMA team is very filled out. I'm very appreciative of that. They're even splitting into two DAIMA teams, it seems like. The Extreme DAIMA team and the Super DAIMA team is what they're filing it out into. They're so confident with DAIMA. They're doing the same annoying habit. Just placing team restrictions where there really shouldn't be any, to be honest with you guys. But, you know, it is what it is. With that being said, though, I'll get on out of here.